James Bennett, who is Black and Filipino, is a philosophy major at the University of California at Berkeley. He says he sees almost no one who looks like him on campus.
I am in a major that doesn't necessarily hold that many students of color. Throughout my entirety of being at Berkeley, I've only met 2 other Black students within all of my classes I've been in.
California voters passed the ban on all consideration of race in college admissions, a practice known as affirmative action, in 1996. Since then, the state has spent more than $500 million to help create diverse student bodies across the University of California system, with some success. Black student enrollment across the system rose to 5% last year. That number hovered at 3 or 4% for decades after the affirmative action ban. But these figures are still well below population figures. At Berkeley, the struggle to enroll Black students has been particularly painful. Black students only account for 3% of the incoming 2022 freshman class. Administrators said the reason behind this lag is complex and not entirely known. Financial aid, however, is one of the issues. Berkeley is competing with top private schools like Stanford or Harvard, which have large endowments and can offer more in scholarships. They can also use affirmative action to admit students of varied ethnic backgrounds. John A. Powell is a law professor and director of Berkeley's Othering and Belonging Institute.
Berkeley's a great school, and I'm glad to be affiliated and teach here. But we're always scrapping for money. And as a public institution, the legislature is always taking money back.
He added that some Black Berkeley graduates are hesitant to recommend the campus to young people who will find themselves in a small minority. The state-funded Bridges Multicultural Resource Center at Berkeley has worked to increase applicants from underrepresented backgrounds and then offer counseling and other support once they arrive. Alexis Conejo, born to a teenage mom in a Salvadoran refugee family and a C student in a high school, said the program helped her get into Berkeley.
In engaging with those students that put on programs like that, it in turn kind of retained me and made sure that I was not just on this campus, but had a community on this campus.
The U.S. Supreme Court is expected to rule this month in a pair of cases that could end affirmative action in college admissions nationwide. If that happens, universities that have used race-conscious admissions to boost enrollment of minority students will look to California, one of the 9 states that already prohibits such considerations at its public colleges.